What's up, community? Another day, another live stream. How everyone is feeling today? Just basically grind for an entire day on Laravel Cloud, and now I'm here to literally keep working on my talk for Laracon India. How everyone is feeling today? Excited to see everyone. CV Mal, how you doing, dude? Nice to see you. Pink and Flow, of course. How you doing, dude? Dan is saying good evening to you too, man. Thank you so much. Govar Jabbar, thank you so much for the resubscription 3-1. Oh, for 3 months, dude. Thank you, man. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Excited to see everyone. Not excuse. What's up, dude? How you doing? GC3217. Hello, everyone. How you doing, dude? Egil, how you doing? Nice to see you. Draknet, how you doing? From Barcelona. Dude, I love Barcelona. I've been there already twice. Okay, I literally love Barcelona. Okay, it's a perfect place to work, to have fun. I've been there already twice, and I may go 3 times. You know, I wish Laracon EU was there, to be honest. What's up, Christian? Nice to see you. Go Hill, nice to see you as well. Nice to see everyone. Code Fland, first time chat. If you don't know me, Nuno Maduro here, PHP and Laravel developer. I literally love what I do. Christian, nice to see you as well. Hello everyone from TikTok as well. And yeah, today we have some grinding to do again. Yesterday we talked about native PHP and how cool native PHP is. So, you know, today we have some grind to do. We are going to work again on our talk of modern PHP tooling. I want to kind of go a little bit more in depth today. Okay, so if you guys remember on the previous live stream, we kind of made good progress, to be honest. I was not expecting such a big progress in just 2 hours, which is kind of cool. Okay. Hi, Paulo. Nice to see you. Zero as well. How you doing, dude? But yeah, previous live stream, we made good progress on this talk. Obviously, we decided that the very first slide will be about notes for me, things I just need to know. And then we have my presentation, and then I have, you know, I kind of want to do the presentation already. So let's do it. Hi, Laracon. I'm super excited to be here today. If you don't know me, my name is Nuno, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do. I do work for Laravel, so I'm also a Laravel core team member and the creator of Pest PHP, which is one of the most popular testing frameworks in the world. Today, I'm not here to talk about Laravel or Pest. I'm here to speak about modern PHP tooling because it's literally a topic that I love so much. So I'm about to present you to 7 tools that I literally use in all my projects, and honestly, they make PHP one of the best languages in the world. I'm going to show you how can you link your code, fix typos, perform type checking, modern syntax, do parallel testing, type coverage, code coverage, architectural testing, and so much more. That being said, let's just get started. One of the first tools I want to show you is Laravel Pint. Not the Pint that most of you use, but the way I use Laravel Pint. So once I come to this slide, and I'm out of the presentation mode already, once I come to this slide, one of the things I have to do is jump to the project itself and start demoing Pint, okay? So what I will do here, I think, is kind of jump to the project, which will be under this Laravel directory, and kind of come up with a very basic example, and then show to people how having your own pint.json file can actually be pretty cool. Let's get started with the usual, changing the font, because I'm always coming with the font I use for work to this new font I use for my presentations and live streaming, which is probably possibly 23. Ducatan is saying, say not the pint that most of you drink. I could say that. Honestly, I'm going to just note that small joke. Oh, actually, I think on that state of India is actually you cannot have alcohol. It's actually forbidden. Then is saying put the PHPStan in presentation mode. I have never tried that. Let's give it a try. So I just come here, appearance, presentation mode. Ooh, much better. How can I have as well the project? Oh, just like so. Nice. Kind of cool. I'm not sure I want this though. Let me see. Maybe I do. I don't know. Looks cool though. That was a good idea, by the way. Thank you, thank you. Camus saying that the joke is even more fun. You guys are just, you know, why would you say that? Oh my god. All right, let's put it here and then I think about that, all right? I'm gonna just note here, joke, not the pint that most of you drink. There we go. What's up, Matt? Nice to see you, dude. How you doing? Gover is saying, sorry, man, I meant that it's been 3 months that I've been streaming. Oh, that's crazy, right? 3 months already. Yesterday I did the math, and I have made 50 live streams already, okay? 50 motherfucker live streams already, which is kind of mind-blowing, you know? And 50 live streams since we have started on this journey of the Nunu Nation, and kind of feels good, to be honest, okay? Not like, I'm most happy that I was able to keep the consistency on my work, which is something I was not expecting to be able to, okay? Javi is saying, hi Nuno, thanks for signing my computer at Laracon EU. Dude, when I saw you, when you asked me like to sign your laptop, I was like, what the heck, you know? I have made autographs in the past, I won't lie, but not in people's laptops, so that's crazy. Shock is asking, what do you think about the future of Laravel and PHP? I think it's awesome. I think it will be a bright future, especially now with Laravel Cloud. I'm very excited to see the future, you know? Camus is saying, I have made a gist now with all the modern PHP tooling that you have inspired me to add. Can you show me the gist? I'm actually curious. Do you mean a GitHub gist? If yes, send me that. I don't use any more PHP Insights. I may actually get back into it, but at the moment I don't use PHP Insights anymore. What's up, Adrian? Nice to see you, man. How you doing? Wow, Dan just resubscribed tier 1 for 6 months. Dude, you are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for supporting my work. And, you know, technically I should just reinvest the money, and I did. I have the lightning right there behind me to literally set up right here to improve a little bit, you know, the setup of my live stream. But time is so short, dude. Literally have 0 time these days. Gover is saying, last year I've been in Laracon, India, but this year I cannot make it and see you there. Yeah, we'll be there, dude. I think it'll be fun. Thank you, Dan. I really appreciate your support. And yeah, let's keep, you know, doing this stuff together. I love to be here. And one of the things I like the most, I told yesterday on my post about the 50 live streams, is literally being here and see the same people every day. That's just so cool. Like, just to come to this live stream and see all the familiar faces. I mean, it's not faces, it's effectively a chat, but you guys know what I mean, right? I don't use API platform. I do know Kevin. I'm actually a buddy of him, but I don't actually use API platform. Duka-chan is saying that I'm fucking excited for the new starter kits. Me too, dude. I have seen them already. They are actually pretty cool. We are going to use them on the live streams once they are out. There is so much stuff to do once Laravel 12 is out. Like literally next week, we have Cloud coming out, Laravel and the new starter kits. Big Tom, thank you so much. 3 months subscriptions. Dude, you are just so awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate it. But yeah, we have the new starter kits with both React and Vue in Inertia 2 plus ShadCN, which is absolutely awesome. You guys are going to love that. We have the Flux Livewire starter kit also coming out. Laravel Cloud also coming out. Laravel 12 coming out. It's just stuff coming out all over the place. Oh my god, and I do have a talk to prepare. It's actually crazy. All right, folks. So, Pint, right? I want to kind of pitch Pint a little bit differently from the usual, okay? I want to pin Pint in the sense that I want to kind of show what is Pint to begin with. And obviously to do that, I can do something really stupid, like literally come here into my app service provider. So I'm going to say Obviously, everyone knows Laravel Pint. Comes by default in Laravel, and honestly is one of the best things that appeared on the PHP world. You can literally unstyle all your code just like so, and then you run Pint in your console. Oh my god, what am I doing? There you go. Honestly, it's one of the best things that ever happened to PHP. You just go to your console, type vendor-bin Pint, and bam, you have your code automatically styled just to look perfect. Now, most of people know Laravel Pint this way with a Laravel preset. However, I use Pint a little bit differently so I can push forward my linting tool. And I want to show you some of the rules and techniques I use with Laravel Pint to make it literally perfect. So the only thing you have to do is go to your pint.json file. Not a lot of people know about this, but you can effectively have a pint.json file. I'm going to rename this one to or from Pint uncommented me to pint.json. And once I do this, you can see that now I have this configuration file with a bunch of rules, okay? One of the things I like a lot is have final classes. So I'm going to just tell Pint to mark my classes as final. Something I like as well is organize my functions or the visibility of my functions. I like to have public functions on top and then protected, and finally at the bottom I like to have the private ones. Okay, this looks cool. So what happens if I run vendor-bin Pint on this project? As you can see, it just changed the entire project. It added a bunch of stuff. Let's see what happened. If I go to my app service provider, I can now see a couple of things. One of them is that Pint automatically added to every single file I have declared streak types. The second thing it did is mark all the classes as final, which is pretty cool. So if someone does a pull request not having a final class, I can just run Pint and bam, I have the final class already. If I don't use declare streak types, I run Pint and bam, I have declare streak types, which is pretty cool. If I decide for any reason that I should have a private function on the top of my class, just like so, I'm going to run Pint, and Pint will move this private function to the bottom of my file. It just works. Okay, what do you guys think about this section? What do you guys think about this? Like literally just talk about this during the presentation. What do you guys think? Looks cool? No, doesn't look cool? What do you guys think? Dude, just great? Oh, perfect. All right, that's better. That's better. That's better. Thank you, thank you. Clem is asking why aren't these things included in Laravel by default? I don't know, man. It's just basically everyone has his own preferences, you know? Okay, can you guys see any rule here that you think it would be cool to demo? Anything that you possibly could be cool? Oh, this one is actually cool, I think. No useless else. Let me try this one. Let me go here into private function. Foo. And try to do something like if this, return that, else, return this. So obviously here, something I like to tell people is that instead of doing an if else, you can literally just do return this at the end instead. So it's kind of a useless else, right? This Pint fixes this. It does. It does. So it's actually a cool demo to do, right? Yeah, it is. So basically removes the useless else condition. It's a nice one, right? Kadev is saying it's great, but might conflict with IDE. What do you mean? It's amazing, Emmanuel, right? Pint is pretty cool, man. It's based on PHPCS Fixer, and basically we have all the rules we could, you know, we could have with PHPCS Fixer, basically. Okay, so we have useless else conditions. What else we have, which could be cool? Streak comparison. Oh, this one is sexy. Okay. So I can say something like, this. Obviously, strict equals are super important in PHP, but in case you don't know, if I were to do something in PHP that looks like so, you probably expect to see the result of this dd function to be, do I want to do this? Probably yes, right? Yeah, you probably expect the result of this PHP comparison to be false. However, PHP internally casts this given thing to integer, which effectively gives 1, and then compares with a 1 integer, which gives you true. So if you don't like double equals, you can just run Pint with this preset I have at the moment, and basically you have strict comparisons now, and now we're going to have, hopefully, a false, which is exactly what we want. Not bad. I could potentially do this one. Not sure. I'm going to leave it, though. I'm going to leave it like so. Like this. Yeah. Okay. So let's run git add the reset, basically. Okay, cool. All right. And let's add this dd right here, so it can be for the presentation. And I'm going to basically just do this. And commit this small comment of code so I don't forget. Cool. Okay, chat, let's do this presentation one more time. Let's try to do from the beginning to the end now, until this section of Pint. Okay? All right, let's go. Wait, what? Where would I see Pest in the first place? What the heck? Oh! I haven't pushed. Oh my god. Thank god I did Control Z and I got everything back. Jesus Christ. Okay, what did I lost though? I do have everything else though. What the f... I'm so confused. I don't get it. Well, something happened though, but I think we are good though. I think. Pick and Voice and PHPStorm, you can right click on the file and go to local history. Yeah, I did Control Z, which kind of saved my ass a little bit, but so I'm chilling. Human is saying you forgot to remove the ignored from the stage files. I did. Let me check. The modern PHP talk. Oh yes, I did. Okay. It should be there now, right? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna add them all. And now I just do this. Perfect. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Should be good now. Oof. All right, folks. We are back to the game. Back to the game. Dudes, I'm going to tell you something. Do not run linting on your editor. Linting should literally be through a regular tool like PHPCS Fixer or Pint, okay? Camus, I will check your gist in a second. I want to do the full presentation to see how does it feel and how much time it takes, okay? So typically what I do is that once I start to have something, I like to keep track of the time this given section takes me. So basically, I just grab my clock, just like so, and I run it to see how much time it took, okay? All right, so I'm gonna prepare myself here, put myself on this Laravel project. There we go, and just do from the beginning with the timing on. So people announce me on stage, and I just say, hello, Laracon. I'm super happy to be here today. For those who don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro. I'm a Laravel core team member, but also the creator of one of the most popular testing frameworks in the world, Pest PHP. Today, I'm here to speak about one of my favorite topics ever, which is modern PHP tooling. Most people today still know PHP. Most people today still use PHP in the way that PHP looked 10 years ago, but the reality is that PHP today is just one of the most modern languages we have in the world. And I want to show you some of the tools I use to make PHP super sexy. I'm going to teach you on this talk about linting, fixing typos, type checking, modern syntax, parallel testing, type coverage, code coverage, architectural testing, and much more. That being said, let's just get started. The first thing I would like to show you is Pint for linting. Now, typically people know how Pint looks like today on regular Laravel apps. However, there is so much more you can do with Laravel Pint that most people are not aware about. Let me just show it to you. So the Pint that most of people know is the one that just formats the code, your Laravel code, in the traditional way. So if I go here to this project, I basically install some of these methods and I call Pint in the terminal. And I call Pint in the terminal, and I do have this output, which tells me that the app service provider got fixed automatically, which is pretty cool. Make sure that my code is consistency. However, something I always do with Laravel Pint is create my own configuration file so I can have access to all of the rules of PHPCS Fixer gives me, which is the underlying tool of Laravel Pint. So let me show you some of the rules I really like on Laravel Pint that makes my project really cool. So I'm going to rename this pint.json file so it actually starts being used, and I'm going to show you this first specific rule, which is declare strict types equals to true. But I'm going to also show you this rule right here, which is marking all the classes as final. So I'm going to clear my terminal and run vendor bin pint, and just check this out. Automatically, Pint just went to all of the files I have and added declare strict types on the top of every single file I have. Isn't this thing like absolutely awesome? On top of that, I have noticed that Pint also marked all my classes as final, which is pretty cool for consistency. Now, this looks cool, but let me show you something that even looks better. I'm going to go to the top of this file and I'm going to add a private function, like private function foo, just like that, okay? Now, typically, I like to have my private functions on the bottom of my classes, and the public functions on top. So if I run Pint right now, you get to see that Pint moved the public functions to the top and the private functions to the bottom. Gets even better if I try to do regular comparisons. Now, most people don't know about this, but actually PHP is quite weak making comparisons. So here, for example, if I compare 1 with this string, PHP will actually think that this comparison is true. Now, to avoid this, you might want to use strict equals, which you can do with triple equal just like that. Now, if I do that, obviously, this will return false, which is, in my opinion, the correct result of this operation. Now, how can you ensure that you always use strict comparisons? Well, you basically just go to your console, run Pint with this specific preset, and as you can see, it just adds automatically strict types into this comparison. And this is done thanks to this strict comparison rule. So as you can see, I have multiple rules here which you can use and abuse in your own pint.json file, which is one of the things I recommend a lot. And I move to the slides. So all this segment was 4 minutes. Okay? 4 minutes, which is not crazy, but typically I will do the talk way slower, okay? I did speak a little bit faster, and typically I go slower, especially when I'm comfortable about what I will say. So 4 minutes isn't bad, but could be better, right? So let's go into our, let's actually just type git status, and Let's kind of ignore all of this, I think. Here we go. Let's go to our index.md. Let's put this right here, that this section is taking 4 minutes, okay? I do think that we probably are going to remove some sections below because it's a lot of stuff. And if Pint took me 4 minutes, you know, probably the others will take me more than 4 minutes too. I'm also the first Twitch Laravel, the first Twitch Laravel streamer. Thank you, thank you. I could probably say that indeed. Thank you, dude. Why Pest, dude? You mean the name, or you mean why Pest like the framework? Pedro, welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you, dude. Okay, Camus sent me this gist he have created, which apparently contains something he have wrote about modern PHP tooling. So Pint for code formatting, install Pint, streak configuration, PHPStorm with file watcher for Pint. I don't think this is required though, you know, because if you have like literally, if you just run styling before pushing your code, it's actually fine. But I do get why people use this. Pack PHP, fixing typos, Rector, nice. I don't use this though. I have created this project, but I don't actually use this project. I'm using regular assert functions with native PHP basically at the moment. What is this? Clockwork? Oh, nice. Is it like on the debug bar or something? Oh my god, 5,000 GitHub stars. This is crazy, dude. How do I do not even know this project? I may have to try this, right? Nice. I can see where you took this, my friend. Huh? Good job, dude. This is awesome, by the way. Nice. Good job, man. Very nice, dude. This is a very important piece of information, okay? I'm gonna share it with the other audience here on YouTube as well, but also on Twitter, but also on TikTok. Dude, something I regret a lot on Pinkery is have used the event source pattern, not the event source, but the event. Instead of using actions, I started to use like literally events, and I do regret that a lot. I feel like today Pinkery's code base, it's way less clear than I thought or than I wanted because of that. So if you go to observers, for example, we have this question observer, which basically contains all of this logic, which is so difficult to understand. Like if there's an update and the to ID is different from the question to ID, which is so confusing, this logic, dude. Check this one. If something got updated, check if that is answered or if this is dirty. I just hate this, man. But yeah, we are always learning. So I do recommend actions now, which is the way I've built Laravel Cloud, and it's just so much better. Actions are just the best finding I have done in the recent couple of years, I feel. But yeah, so we have 4 minutes on this talk already, which is not bad. Let's move here into Pint. So what are the conclusions though? So I demo dummy changes on app service provider. After, which is the real deal, I demo streak types, final classes, after streak type final classes. What else? Method ordering, and yeah, and basically this, right? Okay, this is enough and does look cool. Let's move to Peck. Human is saying, I haven't coded in PHP for years now, but I remember I saw Laravel back in 2010. Laravel is awesome, dude. You should try it now. It's absolutely awesome. The Laravel ecosystem, all of it, is just awesome. Hey, Chugging Coffee, nice to see you, dude. How you doing? Nice to see you, man. I don't think I'm using the early return. I feel like these ones are actually pretty cool. And I do think I probably will have to remove this one at some point. But let's keep it 4 minutes now, which is awesome. All right. Let's talk about Peck PHP. Okay. All right. So at this point, I move back to the slides. This is Laravel Pint, which is by default already available on Laravel. So you can start using these rules today. Let's move forward. I want to show you how do I fix typos. A lot of people don't think about this, but sometimes it's actually possible to ship typos on annotations or even in public methods. Let me show you. I'm going to move here into my project, and then I should have an example here. I think I'm going to create a directory real quick. I'll just add this. I'm going to create here a directory with the name value objects. Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to create a person class, which will be insanely simple. A lot of value objects. No, app value objects. Thank you. And this will be basically just a class person with something really dummy like get name. No age, just name. Okay, we can do a few typos here. For example, here we can just do this, and obviously I can also do this. Okay, so I do expect Peck PHP to complain about this too. Let's see how it goes to begin with. Vendor bin Peck. Oh my god, what's happening? Oh my god. Oh, I have value objects at root level. I wanted them here. Philippe is saying, is it normal that I cannot go back in time in your live stream? Basically, I think you can do that after the stream is over. So basically go to the lives section of my talk and you can go there and rewatch all my lives, basically. All the 50 lives are there at the moment. And I've just reached 50 live streams, which is awesome. Cruz is saying you are one of the top 3 reasons why Laravel is awesome. Behind Taylor, of course. I'm okay with that. I'm okay being behind Taylor. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Thank you, Philippe. I really appreciate it. Thank you. For those who just arrived, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do, and today I'm streaming at 9 p.m. as usual on my Twitch, YouTube, and more. And I'm literally preparing a talk from scratch, okay? If you don't know, I'm publishing YouTube videos every single day at 1 p.m. except today because I was so tired yesterday. But technically, you should have a new YouTube video on my YouTube channel every day, okay? So subscribe if you want to see some of that content. Yeah, this is like the lives thing I was telling you. Basically, go to the year lives. You can watch all my previous live streams, all of them. Okay. All right, so I have this person value object as a typo right there and a typo right here. So Pack PHP should complain the shit out of this, okay? Let's run vendor-bean pack. It doesn't. Interesting. Why is that? Is this class even valid? Wait a second. Huh. Oh, because basically this is not a typo. Okay, need to find some better examples, my friends. What's happening here? Oh, here you go. Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. Here we go. So run pack. Literally saying there is a typo right there. Even PHPStan is telling me that, by the way. And also right here on this method. CF Films, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. How you doing? This is not Symfony. This is literally Laravel, by the way. I will make sure the next live stream, I will enable that option, okay? It does take in consideration the comments as well, by the way, okay? So if I run Bendervin pack, I do have a typo right here. So if I fix this, it should complain about this now. See? It does complain about comments as well. Hold goat. What's up, Evo? Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you, dude. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like this. Okay, let's push this and actually prepare a segment right here. All right. And I intentionally want to push everything, including everything on vendor. That's intentional, okay? All right, let's do it. So when I finish Pint, I should be kind of around here. And I move to Peck. Next, the next new thing I want to show you is Pack PHP. Now, most of you don't know Pack PHP because it was literally released 2 months ago by a guy named Nuno. And basically, Pack PHP allows you to fix typos in your project. You know, regular typos, I can promise you that. Let me just show it to you. I'm going to move here into my Laravel project, and I'm going to open this value objects folder. Now, I have this very simple class person, which, as you can see, have this method name with a name get name. Now, obviously, there's a typo. You can see that name is named with double E, which is obviously a typo. Same goes with the comment of this method, also have a typo. Now, lucky enough, I have PHPStorm, which is absolutely awesome detecting this sort of typos. However, if you don't have PHPStorm or you are fortunately enough to actually push this to the CI, you can see that we can use this tool with the name PackPHP literally to detect typos in my project. So the first typo is complaining about is the fact that I have name with double E on the comment. So I'm going to just fix that and run PackPHP again. And the second typo is literally on the get name method, which obviously also incorrect. So if I run pack right now, 0 misspellings found on my project. It is a very simple but handy tool to use in your Laravel applications. Pack PHP. What do you think about this? Good? Great? Could be better? What do you guys think? Christian is asking if pack only works in English. Yes, only in English. Who is Nuno? I don't know if you're serious or not, but in case you don't know, it's me. Sounds very nice. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna just count the time this is taking me, okay? So we can literally just mark this, okay? So I'm gonna revert this. I should be back to literally 0 changes on my project. I have this pack file, which you can probably ignore. There you go. All right, folks. Let's go again. Let's put the timing. Now, the next tool I would like to show you, it's called Peck PHP. Now, a lot of you don't know Peck PHP because it was literally released 2 months ago by this guy with the name Nuno. Now, if you don't know, Peck PHP is this very simple CLI tool that fixes typos in your project. Literally typos in your comments, in your method names, enums, and more. Let me just show this to you. I'm going to move back into PHPStorm, and I have this particular folder with the name value objects, which contains a class with the name person. Now, typically typos is something we don't really care too much because they don't break our code. However, I like my code to be perfect even behind the scenes. And as you can see on this comment right here, I have get the person name where the name have a double E, which is obviously a typo. And I also have this method with the name get name with double E, which is equally a typo. And what Peck PHP does is literally identify these typos. Obviously, I'm using a great editor like PHPStorm, which is just pointing me in the right direction. However, for those who don't have PHPStorm, you can literally go to your terminal and type vendor bin Peck. Now, Peck will tell you and just point you in the right direction, just that name is literally with double E, and I can just fix that typo real quick. If I do this, Peck will still complain because even though the documents are good, now the method name is incorrect. So I can just go here, fix the typo on the on the method itself, run Peck again, and we are back with 0 misspellings found in my project. A very simple but handy tool. It's called Peck PHP, and you can opt in to this in your projects. Bam. So that was 2 minutes, which I think it's okay. 2 minutes is fine, I feel. This pacing is fast. So I won't speak this fast, by the way. Okay? Typically, I speak a little bit more like this. A lot of you probably haven't heard about Peck PHP. Peck PHP is this new tool in the PHP ecosystem. So I talk way less faster, basically. But I'm going to put still 2 minutes on this. So 4 minutes, and this would be 2 minutes. Demo 2 typos on value objects person PHP. All right, and we are done with Peck. Oof. Pick and Flow is saying that I'm used to watch you. I'm used to watching YouTube, not you, but YouTube at 2x. So didn't seem fast to me. It is fast. I like to speak slower, even literally to catch my breath a little bit. I have to speak slower. You know. Hi, Joseph. Nice to see you. How you doing, dude? Welcome. Oh, great point. Joseph is saying that typos don't break your code, but how about typos that affect, keywords like literally public function, and then the method name, effectively renaming a method, this may affect your code. Indeed. There is a way of adding terms to Pack PHP, in case you don't know. So you have this pack.json file, and you can come here and literally add words that typically are not known on the English dictionary. Okay. You can also ignore pads and things like that. Yeah, here we go. Pack.json, basically. Yeah, but I won't talk fast. I won't talk fast. That's for sure. Once I start rearsing like seriously, I won't talk fast. I will go insanely slowly. Ghostar is asking what happened with the Laravel Live Portugal YouTube podcasts. I don't know, man. I'm not planning on doing content with other people. Basically, I like to be on my own. I like to be here with you guys. So, what's up, Luku? Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you, dude. Okay, folks, we are already 4 minutes with plus 2 minutes, which gives us 6 minutes. I do feel like this is more like 7 to 8 minutes if I go slowly, okay? I'm gonna put 6 minutes, but this is more like 8 minutes probably. All right, PHPStan. This is Pack PHP, and you can opt in by this project by simply typing composer require pack PHP/pack. Now, the next tool I would like to show you today is something that most of you probably already know. It's called PHPStan, and if you don't know, what the heck are you doing in 2025? I really like this entry. What do you guys think? Looks cool, huh? Really, really cool. All right, the next tool I'd like to show you, it's called PHPStan. And if you haven't heard about PHPStan, what the heck are you doing in 2025? PHPStan is the equivalent of TypeScript for PHP, brings next level type safety to your PHP projects, even to the point that you can push to prod with your eyes closed. I'm gonna note this intros, looks cool. PHPStan, most of you probably already know. If you don't know, what are you doing with your life? That was a good one. It's the equivalent of TypeScript for PHP to the point you can even push to prod with your eyes closed. And then demo. Does anyone, I mean, everyone here uses PHPStan or LaravelStan, right? Can you guys confirm this to me? If you guys use PHPStan, aka LaravelStan or whatever, say yes. If you don't, say no. I'm actually curious about that. Okay, well, a few yeses and a few nos. That's crazy. That's why it's so important to literally demo sometimes, you know, these tools and kind of show you the basics. Because I feel like a lot of people still don't use these modern toolings, which is cool. That's crazy. But yeah, let's just talk about this. All right, so most people with your eyes closed. Let me show you one of the two. Let me show you one or two examples where something like PHPStan is very handy. I'm gonna move here into my project. And what we did talk about, though, I literally don't have any example here. Do you guys have any ideas how PHP Storm can really shine? I can probably leave this DD here, and this would be detected by PHP Storm, right? Let me see. By PHPStan, I mean. Ooh, yeah, because PHPStan does boot the framework entirely, so cannot use this actually. Oh, we had a few unused. Yeah, we had this example. We could probably use this, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. They're incomparable. PHPStan and Larastan, at least for Laravel, it's in a different level when compared with Psalm. Um, Larastan understands the magic just 1,000 times better. So folks, I've been thinking about something. You guys will forgive me if you find this idea very stupid. But sometimes I've been thinking about this. Sometimes I'm literally working on Laravel Cloud on my afternoons and on my loneliness, literally alone, without anyone. And I've been thinking about literally just turning on the stream just to have someone to chat with. So I obviously couldn't share my screen because I'm working, but potentially could be cool just to have someone, some music, and basically have people, kind of. You probably see already on Twitch sometimes this happening where you can see people where you can, just have them in the background, share the same music, possibly discuss sometimes every 10 minutes or something. Let me know if you think could be a good idea for us. I don't know. Would be like a huge, much bigger live stream because it would be like a full entire day. But let me know if you think it would be a good idea. You think it's a good idea, Manuel? Well, that helps. Chu is saying that's what I'm already doing with you right now. I know, but it's a little bit different where right now I'm like fully focused on the live. I'm fully focused on you guys, fully focused on literally the content I'm producing and also kind of preparing a talk at the same time. I'm more talking about doing something where I'm working on Laravel Cloud and then I do like a break of 5 minutes to discuss with you guys. And then I go back to work. And then I have some music in the background where we can be literally just sharing some music, possibly working together because you will be working on your side as well. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think this is a good idea or the dumbest idea in the planet. Co-working stream. Well, that's actually a very good term. I didn't thought about that. I don't know, man. Like sometimes I'm like working and literally watching other streamers doing like stupid stuff. Like I love seeing streams about people cooking. It's so ridiculous, but I love to, like not cooking like very special dishes or whatever. I'm talking about watching people just cooking the normal stuff, like the guy doing burgers, or the guy doing hot dogs. Just basically hearing stuff on the background. It's not exactly talking to me, but basically just hearing someone doing something on the background, you know. I appreciate you guys at least understand my idea, and so I don't feel awkward already. But yeah, I just for some reason I do love having the background people working. That could be people making coffee, people literally doing whatever they're doing. It's just like the vibe of it, basically. Co-working streaming looks awesome though. Jesus Christ, that's a good name. All right, folks, PHPStan. Let's go for it. All right. So I'm going to show the DD example and then show the missing import example, which is awesome. Those are very good examples. Can you guys think about other example where PHPStan would really shine for people who haven't seen PHPStan yet? See Films is saying there is a category on Twitch for co-working and study. That's awesome, man. All right, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that, and you guys then let me know what you guys thought about the idea, okay? Type mismatch. Could be interesting, but where? I could potentially return something really stupid here, like a string. Let me see. So I run PHPStan. Obviously, we'll complain that on the line 16, I have code which is unreachable thanks to this DD function. I remove the DD. Then there is new problems, which is the all method is being called on a class that does not exist. So I'm going to go here and import this class. Bam. I'm going to run again. Hopefully, we'll complain about this one. Okay. I'm going to do something really stupid, like returning an integer. There we go. And say, obviously, it looks stupid, but I don't even have to run my code to understand that there is a return type mismatch on this function. I'm going to return a view right here. Nice. Okay, let's do this one then. So dd integer, and I can remove this as well. Okay, are we ready? I think we are. What type of changes do I have on my pack.json file? Oh yeah, okay. All right, this looks cool. Let's do the demo. Not the demo, the presentation then. All right, 0 seconds. So when I end pack, I will be on this file right here. Ooh, going to Pakistan is a long trip, dude. You can send me an email. Go to my YouTube channel. My email will be on the contact me information, and let me know what you think. Yeah, so I will show you the type mismatch, the DD, and the missing import, which I think is enough. All right, let's do it. What I was supposed to say, by the way? I literally forgot. Most of the people know TypeScript PHP. You can push to. Okay, cool. The next tool I'd like to show you, probably most of you already know. Actually, I'm going to try to really speak slow, kind of simulate exactly how I'll be on stage. The next tool I'd like to show you, probably most of you already know. It's called PHPStan, and you probably have seen this tool with the label Laravel. Now, PHPStan and Laravel is one of the greatest tools on the PHP ecosystem. And honestly, if you haven't used yet these tools, what the heck are you even doing in 2025? It's literally having TypeScript on the PHP. It's so powerful that it's the same thing as pushing your prod with your eyes closed. Let me show you 1 or 2 examples where PHPStan is so powerful. I'm going to move here back into my project, and I'm going to jump into this file with the name article controller. Now, obviously, there is multiple problems on this file. I can immediately spot that I have a DD. It can equally spot that I'm returning an integer while I should return a view. Now, typically the way of solving something like that is actually running this code. However, wouldn't it be cool to have a tool that literally goes to every single file you have and detect these problems for you? That is what PHPStan is about. I'm going to go into my terminal and I'm going to type vendor bin PHPStan. Now, if I run PHPStan just like that, you will see that it will scan all of the files I have. And one of the problems he detected is that he detected unreachable code on the line 14. And I can immediately understand that this comes because of this DD, because it will effectively terminate my code. I remove the DD and I run PHPStan again. Now, this time PHPStan is complaining about a missing all method on unknown class article. So obviously what's happening here is that I'm missing an import. And to fix this, I can count with the help of PHPStorm to import this class. Let's run again PHPStan, and hopefully we'll now detect a type mismatch between these return types. I'm going to go all the way top, and PHPStan is telling me exactly that. The index method should return an integer, however, is returning a view. So I can fix this by simply renaming this return type with the class view. If I run PHPStan, will now work as expected. As you can see, PHPStan is so powerful. It's truly next level static analysis. It can literally detect problems in your code without having you to run it. So PHPStan is obviously an opt-in as well. You can include LaraStan if you want static analysis for Laravel projects, and you can start using this today. So that was 2 minutes and 46 seconds. What do you guys think about this? I do think we probably can spend a little bit more time on PHPStan. I feel like if we are spending 4 minutes on Pint, which is effectively not 4 minutes because of the intros, but probably here we can expand this a little bit more with some more sexy examples. You know what I mean? So this is 3 minutes, which makes a total of 9 minutes. Exactly, 3 minutes. I think it was good. Oh, thank you, Pick and Flow. Thank you. Sender is saying, could be cool to explain how PHPStan works, since Rector works very similarly. Can you elaborate a little bit? Kitty saying, to be honest, I just came in the live and I'm hyped about with PHPStan. Yeah, PHPStan is awesome, man. Tom is asking, do you have a blueprint repo with the best practices to help build Laravel from scratch with tools and so on? I don't have that blueprint repo. However, honestly, once this Laravel talk is ready, I feel like I'm going to publish immediately on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to try to literally produce very top quality content on 30 minutes, having this talk fully fleshed out. I'm going to publish this on my YouTube channel, and probably will be, if not the best, one of the best top 30 minutes of condensed, good, modern tooling in PHP. Okay, let's see. Sandres is saying, Nikit PHP parser, dude, you crazy, man. Like, if I mention PHP parser, I will lose everyone immediately. People don't know what is a parser. People don't know what is a syntax tree. People have no idea what that stuff is about. Like, just put yourself on this folks' positions. They don't even know what PHPStan is. They don't even know the meaning of static analysis to begin with, some of them. So if I mention words like syntax tree, I will lose everyone immediately, you know? Philippe is saying PHPStan level 10 is another level of coding. Yes, it is, dude. I'm with you. Maybe mention a generic check example you show us today on the other stream. Oh, generics? Ah, dude, if I show generics, I will lose so much time. I don't know. Let's see if we have the time. The generic example is indeed a sexy one. The problem about generics is that I feel like I will lose everyone. You know what I mean? Yeah, I will lose everyone if I talk about generics, I feel. Exactly. I think I'm going to lose everyone if I talk about generics. What is generics? I've made a very good video about the topic, by the way. Generics. There we go. It's called Advanced Generics. It's one of the videos that had a stronger audience, okay? So 5,000 people watched more than 30 seconds this video, which is a lot of people. So I'm going to send this video to you, okay? Here we go. By the way, João Patricio and the contributors have been doing great job on the Pest plugin browser, okay? I know they have been working hard on this. We already have a playground, so technically you can literally launch the playground locally and start testing and using this for your tests as well. So we are making progress on this, and I'm going to get back into this project as soon as I have the time. Let's keep it for 3 minutes, PHPStan for now, and then we see, okay? Let's move to the next one, Rector PHP. So before we talk about Rector, yeah, let's do the intro then. All right. We cannot talk about PHPStan without mentioning another great tool on this ecosystem with the name Rector. Now, Rector PHP is one of these tools where once you start using them, you literally can't stop. You can literally run this tool in your project and upgrade your project from PHP 8.3 to PHP 8.4 in seconds, which is absolutely crazy. And I'm going to show you some examples, which I will show you some examples, which hopefully will convince you to use Rector PHP since day one. Do you guys have any ideas for punchlines for Rector? We cannot talk about PHPStan without talking about Rector. Sender is saying Rector is like PHPStan, but instead of warning you about issues, it will fix them for you. Which is not bad. So Rector PHPStan warns you about issues, Rector fixes them. That's not bad. We cannot talk about PHPStan and not, no, better. We cannot talk about PHPStan and not talk about Rector PHP, which is another great tool in the PHP ecosystem. If PHPStan warns you about issues, Rector PHP goes to the actual code and fixes those issues for you. You can have code upgraded from PHP 8 to PHP 8.4 in seconds. Let me just show you some examples where Rector PHP is really handy. You discovering new tools? That's awesome, Ro. Welcome to the live stream. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do, streaming every single day at 9 p.m., YouTube channel, all that stuff. And today I'm literally preparing a talk that I'm going to give in Laracon, India. And I'm preparing the talk with you guys so you guys can see exactly how I do things, but also to have some of your help. To be honest, people are helping me a bunch, which does feels good. Leo is saying SFBOA. What do you mean exactly? Okay. Let me show you. Okay, what examples are we going to pitch about Rector? First of all, I don't even have Rector installed in this project, do I? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. So that's the first thing I need to do. Check the status of the project. I need to revert the changes on the article controller. Composer require Rector PHP -- Rector. And I feel like we can probably go to Penstorm and just copy paste some of the Rector options. This one's. Okay, cool. Human is saying you can just write hold PHP code and run the tool. That could be an example, actually. Yeah, showing you I mean, maybe we can type some very old code. Let's see. So I installed the Rector. This is done. Let's create here. A user controller, perhaps. Doesn't Rector have typings? I think it does, right? Like if I do this, vendor bin Rector dry run. Let me see what will happen though. Wait, what? Oops. Of course, I have run this on at the root level. Jesus Christ. Ooh, good idea from Axel. Oh my god, you're good. You're good, dude. You good. Thank you, thank you. That's just a great idea. So basically, Axel from Twitch just sent me this very like badass code from back in the days. Something like this. This is old, dude. I barely remember this syntax. Jesus Christ. You old. So I know that is Rector PHP for Laravel. That is literally a project, which I've been keen to try. Call it Rector Laravel, I think. Is this the one? I don't think this is the one. Maybe this one? Okay. I know that is some sort of Laravel Rector plugin. Maybe that's the one, though. Okay, maybe this is the one. Yeah, Laravel Rector. There we go. Which does things like, you know, upgrade Laravel versions, I think. You can probably try this in one live stream, by the way. Okay, what else, dudes? So what happens if I run Rector here? We dry run, -- dry run. I have to fix this stuff, dude. Okay, it's doing changes on my schemas, which I want to avoid. So I'm going to go to my rector.php and possibly remove entirely this stuff, I think. Nice. Nice. Okay, so basically it's adding the type int. It's also converting this syntax to this syntax. It's also removing a useless variable, which is sexy. And that's it. This is just perfect. All right. I need like one more example if you guys can find anything. So we have that code, code quality, type privatizations. What happens if I remove this public, for example? Will Rector just add the public? Please add. It doesn't. Ah, shit. That could be cool though. I do use Laravel Octane. Dude, currently Laravel Cloud is using Laravel Octane. So Laravel Octane is awesome and is fast. Black Magics? Dude, this is just Rector PHP. Ooh, Pick and Flow is mentioning the constructor promotion. Let's try that one. So public function construct. Let's do some very old shit like protected users without type int. So I don't have type ints here. I'm gonna do users without any types as well. Yeah, I'm gonna literally go old school here. Something like this. Is this valid syntax? Yes, it is. And then do something like this users and remove the public here as well. All right, what happens now? Oh, it does property promotion right there. Protected users. It doesn't add the type int. Oh my god, that would be the final step. Maybe we can do something. I don't know. Let me try something. Let's basically add here array, like, you know, something like this. Is it? I don't even know how to. Oh, it's param, right? Yeah, param. Maybe this will do the thing. Let's see. It doesn't. Sucks balls. It's var. Like this. Still doesn't add the type int. Oh my god, that would be so cool. Can we instruct Rector to do that? Oh wait, what? Maybe we can have Rector literally adding some type ins. Let's see. Oh, this is exactly. Oh my god, just leave me alone. There we go. I don't know what this is. Hmm. Checking one last one. I don't know. In theory, I could do this, right? Not that bad. But something is wrong here, because I would expect Rector to literally add even the visibility here, but also the return type. All of this stuff just work. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something here. Type declaration is true. So confused. Dot for true. I don't know. Pint does add the public thing, but yeah. I will have to comment this because Pint will basically fix this for me already. This. Oh, interesting. I do have music. You guys don't have music? You guys cannot hear the music? Wait, what? How about now? You guys were all this time without music? Here we go. I had music though. Okay, I think I'm gonna basically demo this example right here. And at least for now, and then think about this a little bit better. Okay. Do me a favor. I think, who is the guy? Someone is like being, oh, it's Roberto. Do you mind of pull requesting maybe an example that you think it might be a good one for Rector? I think this one is already cool, but if you find others, let me know, okay? Let's put the timing on. We cannot talk about PHPStan without mentioning Rector PHP. Aside PHPStan, Rector PHP was also one of the greatest additions we have seen in the PHP ecosystem. If PHPStan complains about errors and problems, Rector PHP will fix those problems for you.
You can literally upgrade from PHP 7 to PHP 8 in seconds. Let me show you one or two examples which hopefully will make you use Rector PHP since day one in your company. I'm gonna move here into my project, which hopefully I will be somewhere around here. And I'm going to show you this user controller .php, which, as you can see, it has a bunch of problems of regular outdated PHP code. One of those examples is using this old array syntax, which you probably haven't seen because it's just so old. Also, we are missing a return type, which obviously you want to use them in modern PHP. As well, I'm having here some sort of useless variable with the name users. I could potentially return the array immediately. So if I run Rector PHP, you will see that Rector PHP will basically fix all these problems for me. I'm going to run Rector on this project, and automatically Rector PHP just did a bunch of things. One of them is adding the return type array to use modern PHP. The second one, it got rid of the useless variable which wasn't here doing anything really, and finally converted the old array syntax to the new one with curly brackets, which looks so much more modern immediately. So this was 2 minutes, which obviously wasn't enough for something like Rector. So I kind of need good examples of Rector PHP. So I'm gonna probably try to find them off stream, or probably wait for one of you guys to contribute with cool ideas here. What do you guys thought about this segment? It was cool, not cool? What do you guys think? This was 2 minutes, too short, of course, for Rector PHP. We have the example ready, which is not bad already, but obviously we can do better. I'm gonna send you the repo, guys, so you guys maybe can do an example here. So this was 2 minutes, which obviously is just so short for something like Rector. Which gives me 11 minutes total. So I want to spend more time on PHPStan, and I want to spend more time on Rector. I have to spend more time on those tools, okay? Someone is asking where the project is. I'm gonna send it to you. Here we go. Square brackets. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, thank you. So this is literally the talk I'm preparing. If you guys have suggestions, I'm gonna open the issues tab. Issues tab. Here we go. So you can either suggest the suggestions right here, or just do a pull request. If you have ideas how Rector would behave better, just add them directly to the Rector example, which is under the user controller, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. Okay, add them right here. Oh, the switch to match? That could be a good one indeed. Let me try that one real quick. Something like switch, and then request type or something like that. If it's admin, return array 1, 2, 3. If it's user, returns 4, 6, 4, 5, 6. Some really old here, like this. Let me see what does Rector PHP does here. It doesn't do the match thing you were talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna let you pull request all of this shit. If you have better suggestions, let me know, okay? Let's keep this array syntax for now. Oh, I need the brakes, dude. It's been a while where I don't use switch conditions. You think that will make it, basically? Oh my god, so good. This is actually a sexy one, right? This is actually a sexy one. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lines to 4 lines only. 5 lines only. So we got rid of the temporary variable, this one on top. This is so much better. What happens if I do this? This is a good one, right? What do you guys think about this? Should we keep this example? The match one? Yeah, probably yes, right? So much better. CVT Mal, good night, dude. See you next time. Yeah, I'm gonna use this example, the match one. I feel it's a good one. Did it add the return type as well? Plus added the return type. Oh my god, so much better. Was also able to infer the integer, which is pretty cool. So much better. Test if? What do you mean? Why do I still use PHP? Because I love PHP, dude. I'm gonna use PHP for the next 40 years of my career and still do more money than you. I was mean on that one. I'm really sorry, dude. Really sorry. So I don't use this syntax. It is basically trying to come up with a good example for Rector PHP. I'm probably happy with this switch example though. I feel I'm happy with this switch example. I feel I was mean on that one. Apologize. I was out of control. Anyways, yeah, but I do feel attacked. Like when people come to me like, why are you still only using PHP? Is so old and whatever. I love PHP, dude. Like, you know, I absolutely love PHP. So I don't see reasons why I would switch language if I just love everything in PHP. So, you know, anyways, this is a good example. Let's try this example one last time before moving forward. I probably need to comment all this stuff, by the way. Oh, I don't? Okay. I'm gonna do this because of Laravel Pint. I'm afraid that Laravel Pint will basically try to modernize this code a little bit, and I don't want to do that. Let's move here to Laravel. All right, folks, let's go. We cannot talk about PHP. We cannot talk about PHPStan without talking about Rector PHP. It's one of the biggest and best additions to the PHP ecosystem, and if PHPStan complains about problems, Rector PHP will fix those problems for you. Just like PHPStan, it's a tool that you can require in your project and is just so good. You can literally upgrade from PHP 7 to PHP 8 in seconds. Rector PHP will do all of that for you. Let me show one or two examples which hopefully will make you adopt Rector PHP since day one. I'm gonna move here into my project and I'm gonna uncomment this section I have here on my user controller, which, as you can see, is kind of using old code. For example, I have this array syntax, which you probably don't know because you are always using the, how is it called again? Square brackets, yeah. Because you probably use square brackets in your arrays in PHP, but also we are using the switch statement, which is a little bit outdated. These days, people use match statements in PHP. So we're obviously as well missing a return type here on the top. And how can you benefit something like Rector to literally go to your project and fix all these problems for you? So obviously, you need to install Rector in your project and run vendor bin Rector. If I do this, you can see that automatically Rector goes to all of my files and start to modernize my code to be fully ready for the newest versions of PHP. So the first thing Rector did is add a return type array to this function, which is quite cool. And then it converted all the old syntax arrays we have to square brackets, and finally converted an entire switch statement to this new match statement, which is so much more readable. If my request type matches an admin, then return 1, 2, 3. If not, return if matches the user, return 4, 5, 6. And by default, just return the default result, which is an empty array. And on top of that, we're able to have very good insights, which is the return type is an array of integers right here on top. So this is called Rector PHP, and you can do this type of modernizations to your entire project in seconds. What do you guys think? Good segment? I think it was good, right? It was probably 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I feel. Oh, thank you, thank you. Ru is saying return 1, 2, 3, and 4, 6, 5 unnecessary. I don't know, I feel like match statements, they are not actually as popular as people may think it is. Actually, there is a lot of PHP developers who still don't know what the match statement is about. So I kind of want to talk about them, you know? Pedro Santos is asking Django or Laravel. I love, obviously I love Laravel, but I know that Django is also quite good. Is not as feature complete as Laravel is at the moment, but Django is probably like a little bit like Rails, but it's an amazing framework as well. Exactly. Not a lot of people know about match statements, so I think it's a good idea. Oh, thank you, Emmanuel. C-Box is saying, manda oi para os Tugas. Olá a todos, bem-vindos ao meu canal. All right, we are 11 minutes in. Definitely, if we have spare time to add to the talk, they will be added to this, both Rector and PHPStan. Okay, is this test suite running in parallel? Okay, I have 2 tests. If I run in parallel, it just works. Let's create a scenario here where parallel testing is like undeniably much faster. I'm gonna do here something like a test or a feature 1 test, and then feature 2, and then feature 3. I probably just had a bunch of sleeps here. Sleeps for 2 seconds. And then does expect true to be true. Okay, parallel testing will probably be an easy one to demo. Because if I run this without parallel testing, this should take about a bunch, basically. As you can see, every single test is taking 2 seconds because it's running tests sequentially. So it takes 8 seconds total. If I run this with dash parallel, now this will take me literally 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, this will be an easy one to demo. Yep, I love PHP too, dude. That's why. I was mean there, so didn't want to do that. So we are going to end Rector PHP by saying that is optional. You can require Rector PHP through Composer, just like any other of those tools. The next stop will be on Pest. Now, some of you already know Pest PHP, but an option which I feel is just totally underrated is parallel testing on Pest PHP. Sometimes people don't know if... Some of you already know Pest PHP as being one of the frameworks that ships with Laravel by default. Just like PHP Unit, it can be used to test your code. However, an option which I feel is underrated within Pest is parallel testing. Pest PHP comes with parallel testing built in, which in hindsight can do your test suite so much faster. And I want to show you an example where parallel testing can really make you waiting way lesser for your test suite. I'm going to move here into this project, and I have exactly 4 tests on the unit level, and each one of them is actually taking exactly 2 seconds to run. So here I have the feature 1 taking 2 seconds, the feature 2 taking 2 seconds as well, 3 as well, and the feature 4 as well. Obviously, if I run this test just like normal, typing vendor bin pest, this entire test suite will take about 8 seconds to run, which is kind of expected because each one of these tests is taking 2 seconds. However, these days, modern computers have more than one CPU, so why not use parallel testing from Pest PHP to literally leverage all this power on my PHP code? So the only thing I have to do is run Pest just like normal, but chain with dash parallel at the end. And if I do this, Pest PHP will allocate automatically one of your CPUs to each one of those tests and just run your test suite much faster. As you can see, it's now taking 2 seconds only, which is effectively 4 times faster than it was. And that was almost for free. The only thing you have to do is provide dash parallel, and that's it. If you want an advice, just start with parallel by default, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. What do you guys think about this one? I think I can do this segment just 1,000 times better if I actually have a little bit of time to prepare some of the phrasings and some of the things I'm about to say. Do you guys have any ideas for punchlines on parallel testing? So obviously, people do know that Pest is a test suite for Laravel and PHP. So we can say, some of you already know what is Pest. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to see people are still using PHP unit. No, that's not true. Breaks my heart to see that most of you are still not using parallel testing. Maybe introduce Pest briefly. I don't know. Dude, I've spoke so much times already about PHP, about Pest, that I'm not sure if I want to speak again about Pest, you know, at least on this talk. I think people are familiar with testing in general, especially with Pest PHP. People are familiar with it, you know. It's literally like the default option now on the starter kits as well. So, if you want, I feel like I can elaborate a little bit on this section right here. Just explaining that, you know, instead of going to the browser and testing each feature individually, you can literally write a few tests for it and launch the test suite locally from your terminal. However, it breaks my heart to know that most of you are still using Pest PHP, the sequentially option, which takes effectively a lot more time. Uses only one CPU, and as you can see, it's taking about 8 seconds on this test suite. Show is saying, good evening, Nuno. I'm enjoying all your videos. Me and my team are enjoying your streams in Insights. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you saying that. Parallel is not the default option on Pest yet. I may actually do it for Pest 4, to be honest. Like, you know, just making by default, and non-default option would be verbose or sequential. I don't know. Maybe I will think about that. Well, I watched a YouTube influencer saying that PHP is too old, better to use Rust. He's crazy, dude. If you are using Rust for web development, I mean, I don't know. I don't think people who say something like that are actually building real apps, basically. Okay. Some of you already know what is Pest, but it breaks my heart to see that most of you are still not using the parallel testing, not using the built-in parallel testing capabilities of Pest. Unless you enjoy your test suite taking forever, you should just use the parallel testing option, the -- parallel by default. All right. Some of you already know what is Pest, but it truly breaks my heart to see that most of you are still not using the built-in parallel testing capacities of Pest PHP. Unless you enjoy your test suite taking forever, you should just really use the -- parallel option by default. Let me show you. Yeah, this looks cool. Yeah, but also, like, if people, like, Rust is a systems language, right? Rust sits aside tools like C and C++. It belongs to that group of systems languages. And if people are telling you that you should use Rust for web development, I don't think, though, people who are saying something like that have actually built any real world application, you know, or they are working for Google and they need like that specific component to be super fast or whatever. But I mean, for building real web projects, just use a dynamic language, you know, JavaScript, PHP, Python, Ruby, etc. Drew is saying, I've been using PHP for 10 years and I love it. Me too, dude. Welcome to the club. I love it. Fars is saying, good evening. How you doing, dude? Nice to see you. Islam is saying, hi Nuno, great session. I'm working on VOD test performance testing tool for PHP, inspired by Key 6 but designing for PHP devs. I would love to get your thoughts. Performance testing tool, can you elaborate a little bit of what that tool is about? Because we do have stress testing in Pest. Basically, you can just run this, and this will tell you, you know, some of the insights regarding the network of your project. Real programmers use Fortran. I had an interview today. Oh, really, Space? How did you went your interview? What it will be using on that new job, Space Lamp? What language are you using on that new job? Did you got the job already, or they will give you an answer afterwards? Yeah, React is cool. Laravel dev job, that's awesome. And dude, I wish you the best of the luck, okay? I hope you can get that job. If you get that job, let me know, because I will be super happy to know that. All right, folks, let's do one run on this parallel testing deal. See how much time it takes. All right, the next stop will be about past PHP. Let's actually make a segment about parallel testing for tomorrow. Good luck, Space. Dude, I'm pretty sure we'll do it. You know, I'll be praying for you tonight, dude. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for keeping me posted. All right. All right, folks, a lot of you already know Pest. Is this testing framework? Now, I know a lot of you already know Past PHP, but it truly breaks my heart to see that some of you are not yet using the parallel testing capacities of Past PHP. So, unless you enjoy your test suite taking forever, I don't see a reason why in 2025 on Laravel, why are you not using the -- parallel option by default? Let me just show you an example. I'm going to move here into this project. Let me show you an example. I'm gonna move here into this project, and as you can see, I have a kind of a basic test suite with 4 tests. Now, I have this feature 1 test, feature 2 test, feature 3 test, and feature 4, and all the tests are kind of the same thing. All of them wait for 2 seconds. And obviously, if I run this test suite, I will run my test suite And obviously, if I run this test suite, you can see that it's taking about 8 seconds to run, which is, it does feel like forever, to be honest. Effectively, Past PHP by default only uses 1 CPU of your laptop. But modern computers, they do have more than 1 CPU. They have like more than 10, to be honest. So why not use parallel testing? Let me just show you. So this test suite is taking 8 seconds to run. If I clear my terminal and I run this same test suite, but now with -- parallel, you will see that we are going to jump between 8 and just 2 seconds. That's the 4 times faster improvement we are seeing right here. So unless you enjoy waiting, unless you enjoy having your coffee break while your test suite is running, I cannot see a reason why you are not using parallel testing in 2025. Okay, what do you guys think about this? Good segment? That was 2 minutes, which was way more than I thought, to be honest. 2 minutes. That's not bad.
Nailed it. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was a good one. Mtrixo is asking, should I make a package for Laravel? Any suggestions? Okay, I'm gonna make you a suggestion. I've thought about making this project. I would love to type the following on my terminal, okay? I would love to type PHP Artisan News and literally see the news on my terminal. Like have this left and right keyboard thing, which I can just jump between news of Laravel news potentially or whatever, but just seeing some news on the terminal, okay? If you can, develop the CLI tool that basically allows me to have a newsletter right there on my terminal, I think it's a good idea. I would personally use something like this. How does it work behind the scenes? You mean parallel testing? It does basically uses this tool called Paratest. So I kind of use Paratest with PHP unit. I encapsulate that deal to use this parallel option. What Paratest does effectively starts new workers and assigns each one of those workers to different CPUs of your laptop, effectively leveraging the power that you have in your new MacBooks, you know. Why is not the default behavior? I don't know. Maybe for past 40 will. Yeah, I would love something like this. I just type PHP Artisan News, and I have like immediately what is new in Laravel, you know, and what the community is doing at the moment. I think will be a cool idea. How much more we have? So this is parallel testing. We have type coverage yet, code coverage, architectural testing, in composer scripts. Not bad. I feel like, let's think a little bit. Estimation. So type coverage probably will be 2-3 minutes potentially. Let's say 2 minutes. Let's say 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes, which makes 16 already. Code coverage probably 3 minutes as well. Architectural testing, this will be a big one. So this probably will be 4 to 5 minutes potentially. Let's put 5 minutes, which makes 24, 30. And then we have composer scripts, which potentially will be 3 minutes as well. 4, 5, 7. Yeah, I think if I speak slowly, if I come up with better examples on Rector in PHPStan, I feel like I'm gonna probably, you know, make the time. So it's 30 minutes talk, by the way. Okay. Okay. So tomorrow we are going to continue to work on this, okay? Tomorrow I'm going to do the talk up to this point right here, and then I'm going to continue to work on type coverage and explaining what is type coverage. Sleep like a baby. I love this tagline. Code coverage as well. No blind spots. In architectural testing, this is a big one. In this one, I actually have new stuff that I haven't yet demoed at any Laracon or Laracon EU or whatever. We have new stuff on architectural testing like Arch, Arch what exactly? Arch to have all methods documented, for example, is something we have. We have a bunch of different options like presets and everything, which I haven't never like talked in any Laracon. So I think that will be fun as well. And we are already 27 minutes in, which is awesome. Yeah, the Arch, I feel like architectural testing will take easy 5 minutes because there is so much to talk about, you know? Q&A? No, I don't think so.
I think once my talk is over, I will be moved to a different place where people can make me questions there. Okay. What is this? There we go. Where can you start learning PHP? The best place to learn PHP is on Laravel. Okay, go to that website. It's pretty much the place where I have learned everything I know about PHP. Justus, you can pretty much specify how much cores you want in parallel testing. So I think I can do something like processes 2. So this should take 4 seconds. There we go. 2 tests and then run the remaining 2 tests, which takes 4 seconds. If I do 4 CPUs, this will take me 2 seconds. If I run in 10 CPUs, it won't make a difference because it's the same thing. There we go. Yeah, Jeffrey Way is just the best dude from Laravel. I agree with you. It's indeed like the best teacher I could ever had, basically. So today we have made good progress on the talk. I really appreciate your help, by the way. Okay, folks. I think that's it for me today. I really appreciate, you know, you guys being always on that side, helping me out. There is more to do on this talk, and I do have to prepare this on the evenings. And since I work during the day, I don't actually have time to prepare this stuff outside of the stream. So I really appreciate you guys sticking with me and helping me out with this while we can literally learn everything together, okay, regarding modern PHP tooling. So that being said, well, I'll be here tonight, tomorrow at 9 p.m. again, probably still working on this talk, unless I come up with, you know, different ideas. So anyway, that being said, thank you so much for being on that side. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.